Off there. All right. Hi, everybody. Again, we are joined here by Gotham head coach Juan Carlos Amorós. If you have a question for Juan, please hit the raise your hand function. Juan, if you could just start us off, just your thoughts on a huge matchup tomorrow.
Yeah, well, obviously we're coming to Kansas City, and I think it's obviously a very important game for us. It's a difficult place to come, but I think the team is ready to come here to be ourselves, to play, to compete, to win. But it's going to be obviously really difficult. Kansas City has been fantastic all year, home and away, even more at home. So hopefully we can come here and create that upset, getting those 3 points, no?
Wonderful. Pardeep, if you could start us off.
Hi, Juan.
Hello.
Just you were mentioning the strength of Kansas City. Obviously, I mean, I don't know if you want to answer the question about. Sorry, I just sneezed right before all of this. About just the fact that they've already won the Shield. They don't necessarily have points to play for anymore. Does that change the way you game plan? And just considering how quickly they won the Shield this year, how do you handle the challenge of beating a team as strong as that one?
Well, I think they are a very strong team, but we are a very strong team too. I don't think, you know, in that way, it's not like, oh, they are very strong and we're not like we're very strong. We got a great group of individuals with individual quality, with collective strength, where we have, senior players that are leading this team on and off the pitch, young players that are showing the quality day in, day out. I think on that way, I completely back us. And in terms of, this is professional football. Like I know Blatko, great person, and great competitor. I know obviously a few of the players personally, and I've seen them competing like, if it doesn't really change anything. I think they're gonna go in the game to win. They play in front of their stadium. They probably wanna keep that record they have at home, and we wanna go there and obviously take away that record. That's part of this business. So I think it really doesn't really change anything.
Thanks.
Yeah, welcome, Paddy.
Don't be shy, guys. Any other questions for Juan? Jonathan, go ahead.
Hi, Jonathan Lehman from the Post. A couple months back, your team is in ninth, 10th place, kind of struggling to get results back before this unbeaten run. Was there ever a moment where you doubted or maybe thought maybe this isn't our year or doubted that you would be back where you are now, closer to the top of the table?
Not really, because when we were maybe getting those results, there was, we were actually always in that like number eight, which it also gives you like a little bit of a calmer position. But it's like for us, it's always about the next game, about keep growing as a team, making sure that we are being ourselves on the pitch and how we work at training and in the analysis room and as a group and in our individual meetings and everything. It hasn't really changed. We trusted the process of who we are. We've had this year obviously a big turnaround in players. We've had, I think it's like 9 or 10 rookies. We've had, key players that unfortunately have been hurt during the year. We've struggled to get that consistency, and we still do know we still have some players that are still, like Abby Portillo and Jace and Ella and Tierna, Tarin. It's a lot of our players that maybe have been helping the team a lot and are not being able to do it, but we've prepared everyone and they've prepared themselves to be ready to compete and to win. And it's just this league is very competitive, and you need to be loyal to yourself and making sure that you have a plan and that you have a way to play and a way to do things. And I think that always pays for us. Obviously, we weren't in the position we wanted to be, and a lot of the credit needs to go to my players and my staff. Like everyone has worked so hard. You've mentioned these 11 games unbeaten. I think we've played 11 games in like 45 days. We've traveled to Canada, we traveled to El Salvador, we traveled to the West Coast, we even play our home games, not in our normal stadium. We play our home games in the CONCACAF in Philadelphia or in New York City. A lot of the players had to travel even more. And the bigger the challenge, the bigger the performance. And I think that's been credit to the resilience of this group and how much this group is being willing to work incredibly hard. The defensive record is outstanding. How they've been playing on the ball is getting better and better. How players' performance individually have been growing and growing. I think I couldn't be any prouder, and that has to go. As I said, no, the players have been outstanding in terms of how they face this challenge, and also the staff has been really good. Not only the technical team, but we got a big group of people working medical, high performance, operations. It's been a big push for everyone to get us to where we are, and now it's a question of us making sure that we're ready for these final challenges, and that hopefully we can first try to secure the playoff spot, the home playoff tie, then going into the playoffs hopefully and be able to win the championship. That's what we are here for, no? To try to win every game.
Thanks.
Yeah, welcome.
Melanie, go ahead.
Hey Juan, Melanie from The Athletic. Thank you for taking the time. You mentioned the home playoff game and how that's a goal for Gotham. Can you just talk about why that's so important for the club to have that home playoff match and the benefits of that for the team?
Yeah, well, I think also, we do this job for our fans. I think our fans have been unbelievable this year, even games where we maybe didn't perform at our best. They were always backing us, always supporting us. We've had some fun events that they've been fantastic. I think in total we probably go almost I don't know the numbers, but 2,000 people coming, getting, individual contact with our players. They are there every day. And I think for us to be able to play at least one of the playoff games at home in front of them, with them, I think it will be very special for them first, and also for our players, for our staff, for our city, for our ownership, for everyone that has been working so hard all year. Is something we will really try to push for. But for us, that's obviously a goal that we would love to achieve, but for us, everything goes about beating Kansas City tomorrow here, So that's how we always operate. So, but we know that obviously getting those 3 points, we get a lot closer to that position.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome.
Jeff, go ahead.
Hey Juan, have I guess maybe a somewhat obvious question in some ways, but curious from the coaching tactical perspective of just to you, what is it that stands out that makes Kansas City as good as they are, and obviously, flip side of that of what you need to really nail down on to be successful against them?
Well, I think they've got a very clear style of play that's kind of related to what I said before. Now, having a way of doing things is something that is, for me, key. They go, they haven't really changed much tactically throughout the year. They're a team that is comfortable with the opposition having the ball and ready to hurt you in those quick transitions, with sending a lot of people forward to do that. And I think that's their strength. And then for us and they collectively defend also in a special way, but then in a way that is obviously proving to be effective. And for us, the key is we need to make sure that we're good on the ball, that we don't get into a game where there is constant transition. So it's a game where we need to be brave, where we need to be ourselves on the ball, with counter pressures in the moments where we don't have the ball, and be able to control the game as much as we can. But I think it's also one of their strengths in even games where they maybe are not in control. They are still very dangerous because they are comfortable without the control. So I think that's their strength, and hopefully tomorrow we can impose ours. No?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anything else for Juan? All right, Juan, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.